Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for the 17th of April. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy. After that, we'll have one card for each sign as we go through the zodiac, and we'll see how those energies combine so that we have our individual predictions for each sign as we go through the wheel. Overall energy is showing up as the Ferrelt coming up in reverse. The first thing that hits me whenever I see this card this particular time talks about not feeling so good. Like physically not feeling so good, not having as much energy as we normally do, maybe not being up to 100%. The other thing that could be happening is that we could be finding that we're a little bit out of balance. That could be emotionally, or it could just be time out of balance. But the really strong hit I got had to do more with physical vitality, energy, that type of thing. So we'll see what comes up. Maybe that'll change as we get into some of the individual signs and see what else, just see what else happens. All right, let's get started. Starting with Aries. Aries, Two of Wands. Why do I not have you all the way in the camera? Okay. Two of Wands, Aries. This tells me that I think you're not feeling very good and you have some choices about what you're going to do about it. Choices like, do I go to work today? Do I stay home and rest? Do I take medicine? Do I do some type of medicinal herbal stuff? So there are choices about your healing today, Aries, actually. Kind of ironic as this comes up because I had some throat stuff going on and my throat is still raw. So even though I don't really feel like I'm sick anymore, my voice hasn't recovered yet. All right, let's look at Taurus. King of Wands coming up in reverse. Taurus, I think that there's something going on in your life that is out of balance. It could be your body, like physically, but I don't feel like that's true for most of you. Um, but something in your life that's out of balance. And I think you're kind of struggling with what do I do to bring this back into balance? Whether that's time I spend, with the family, or whether that is, maybe you're feeling burnt out. Something's going on here with balance that you're just kind of struggling to figure out how do you get on top of that. So, always a good time for a reading when we have those kinds of issues. Gemini, Magician coming up in reverse. This whole idea of not feeling really well is keeping you from manifesting those things that you had planned on manifesting today. So, this is going to be a good day to have a rain check or reschedule some things, right? Next, we're looking at Cancer. Prince of Wands showing up in reverse. Boop-a-da-doo. Cancers, I'm just going to say that what's going on here is that you have a lot of scattered energy. You're trying to take care of a lot of different things today, and that kind of it takes its toll on you. It leaves you feeling pretty low energy by the end of the day. All right, let's see. Next up, we're going to look at Leo. Seven of Wands coming up in reverse, Leo. This is interesting to me because I think you've got somebody in your sphere of influence who is not feeling well, who is coming into your space in one way or another. And I think that I'm not so sure if you're allowing it or if you just don't feel like you can put up some kind of boundaries. But I feel like it makes you feel like you're in a little bit of a vulnerable position to have them there. I think you're trying not to catch whatever it is they have. Next up, let's look at Virgo. Four of Wands coming up in reverse. Boop-a-da-doo-doo-doo. What's happening here? Virgo, I think that you're having a hard time finding peace and balance in your home or in your home environment, in your home base. And I think that you may be leaving just to get some peace and some balance and some harmony for yourself personally. Next up, we are looking at, that's kind of like the, I'm going to go for a walk. This could be a little longer than a walk, though. All right, so next we're looking at Libra. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Libras, once again, I just feel like you don't feel very well physically, and you're just feeling like it's just not a good time to be trying to get anything accomplished or to move forward with anything right now because of that. Wow. All right, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Seven of Cups. Scorpios, fellow Scorpios, we may be feeling out of balance more emotionally than actually physically looking at the Seven of Cups here. That's what I'm going to say. Yep. And I think that we're looking at how we can actually improve how we're feeling emotionally, but it kind of seems like it's a little bit more of a struggle than usual for us to get into our normal, positive, happiness being self. A little extra challenge. Hmm. All right, let's look at Sagittarius. You guys have the Six of Pentacles showing up in reverse. This is basically a repeat message, guys. Out of balance and out of balance. Things are not going both ways here. What's going on here? Here's the thing, Sagittarius. I think you're not feeling very well physically, but I think that also you are acting like you feel just fine. So you're out there just doing all the things you would normally do, just as if you felt perfectly fine. And that's not helping. That's actually making things worse. That's depleting you even more. All right. So when I say that, you know what that means, right? That means you have free will. You don't have to be doing all this stuff. Take a rest today. Capricorn. Chariot. What's going on here? Capricorns, you may have some kind of vehicular issue. Let's just say it like that. Some type of transportation vehicle issue here with that Pharrell coming up in reverse as the overall and the Chariot there. Car trouble, plane trouble, helicopter trouble, boat trouble, whatever type of transportation vehicle, bicycle trouble, motorcycle trouble, anything like that. Some type of transportational vehicle trouble. Sorry, Capricorn. I know some of you just went through that. Let's look at Aquarius. Five of Cups showing up in reverse. Hmm. I like Five of Cups in reverse. That's a nice card, actually. Okay. So Aquarius, I think that you are finding things are out of balance today, and you're deciding to forgive something or to no longer hold on to injustices, injuries, hurts, you know, any of those negative feelings that you've been holding on to. You're deciding to make that all in the past and not carry that around anymore because that's going to help bring things back into balance in your life again. Okay. Hmm. This is actually making me think about, so I grew up Catholic. I think other than Catholics also say the Our Father, but part of the prayer called the Our Father talks about forgive us as we forgive those who offend us. So to me, this talks about the idea, and there's a lot of teaching behind this if you dig into it, but there's this idea that when we let go of something, some kind of grudge that we're holding for whatever reason, then that opens up more of the flow between us and the universe, or, in church, they would say, God, that opens up opportunities for God to help you. New agey, we would say more like that opens the flow for the universe. If you quit holding on to those negative emotions, it makes room for some more positive ones. So I think that You're trying to bring things in balance by actually doing this, by letting go of those old negative emotions and not carrying them around with you anymore. It works. Why not? All right, so let's look next at Pisces. High Priestess showing up in reverse Pisces, along with the Ferralt in reverse. Pisces, I'm going to say there's something going on today where you're not feeling like you can necessarily trust your intuition, your hunches, your gut instinct. You may be feeling like you can't be objective enough to trust that today. So if you're somebody who reads, this is a good day to get, you know, a more neutral, unattached to the situation reader to give you a reading, somebody that you trust and that you know is good. If you need information right now today, if you can wait and let things kind of come to you organically, then that's cool too. But this just talks about the idea of not being able to be objective enough to trust that intuition, to trust your own reading, to trust your own gut, your hunches. Mm-mm. And you know this. When this card comes up like this is not something that somebody has to tell you. You already know, you recognize this. All right. So that's what I've got for everybody. Thank you so much for being here and sharing some of your precious time with me. I do appreciate it. You guys are my wonderful sponsors, so thank you for putting a thumbs up, sharing this video out to others, and putting comments down below. That is what gets this video served to more and more people, and I appreciate all your support on that. And of course, I'm looking forward to reading for some of you a little bit later on today, either on the phone or online. Everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.